Hello, welcome to a second Minecraft video about add-ons in Minecraft. Now today I am not going to be at my base because we have a vanilla vehicles add-on that somebody made to add cars into Minecraft, which they have several different kinds, and as you can see it comes with a few more features such as signs and like road signs and cones. There's more that we'll look at later. But first of all, I want to show you the basic car that you can get. So the basic idea is you can get in there, you can drive it. But if you crouch, you can open it. You can put anything in there, whatever you want. You can also put a key in there to drive. But this kind of car, you can also put a sticker on there. One of them is a kind that you can dye to any color. I chose blue because that's what I liked. But you can also do a grass block, a flame job, or a derpy face, which we will keep that on for now. And once you're driving it, it points wherever you are looking when you have the key inside of it. And it's kind of just like moving around. It's pretty basic and easy way to get around. And it has a few details that looks like a normal car. So this is the basic car that you have. And if you don't think that's good enough, then we've got more very interesting cars that we have. So we'll leave this here. And all of the cars, by the way, need this key. You just insert it into a key slot. The second car that we're going to look at, though, is a mini Minecart, which is basically the big car, except it can't store anything. It can't be dyed. You put the key in, and it's very small. It's kind of funny to drive. And you may be wondering why you'd want to drive this. Now, there might not be a specific reason you want to, but I mean, it's fun because you can jump in this car. Literally, if you hold down your jump button, then you can literally jump like 3 blocks up. I mean, I just hopped up onto this huge fence and I'm driving on it. And yeah, you're literally bigger than the car. So if you want to look like a weird person, or if you just want to have fun jumping around in your car, then this is that car that you would like. The next kind of car that we're going to look at is a Minecart, which this car, it's a race car. So we'll put the key in. This one doesn't look like it can be dyed, but instead of taking a cauldron and making the dye before you put it on the car like that one, you can just take the spray paint right away and just spray it. So I chose blue because I like the color blue. You can get in. It's the fastest car there is. And it's great for if you want to make a racing map. So this is what it's like to drive it. Kind of like the other cars, just a much faster and better version. I'll take the key out. Now if you want to have a buddy with you, and you like to travel together with 5 friends, that does not include you. Like, that doesn't include you, so 5 people can fit in this bus. Of course, you put a key in. You cannot dye this car, but you would enter it, you would be in the driver's seat. The next people, now I don't have another person with me to demonstrate, but you can kind of see those boards right here inside the car where each person afterwards can sit. So you can drive it, and then you can have 4 other passengers that are not you inside the car. You used to be able to store stuff inside here. I don't know why it doesn't let you, but if you want to take your friends for a drive, you can do that. Or an alternative to that is a mine train, which it kind of works like a mine car at first, but you can take a mine train cart. It looks weird at first, but once you get going, the trailers will follow it. So essentially, you can make a train and have as many people as you want on there. It might be a little difficult to set up, especially if you're just by yourself. Once you have it going, you can kind of just take those carts wherever you want, so you can have your own train. But if you don't want a small train like that, like let's say you like the idea but you don't like the look of it, or you wish that more people could fit in it, or they just think that these look really cramped, well, then we have a bigger one, which it's more of a locomotive instead, which this one is a few times bigger. You can be in the front as usual. It works the same way, except 2 people can fit in each one of the trailers. So if you want to have a more compact one, or if you want to have bigger trailers so that it can be more roomy for everybody, then this could be the train for you. And yes, you can have literally hundreds of trailers attached to either of these trains. And yes, I've tried that. It's very ridiculous. I don't recommend doing it unless you have another friend to help you place them, because otherwise it will be very difficult to drive around and fix it. But like, they don't even have to be physically attached. Just as long as you spawned it and it's right behind it, then it will work. Now, if you get a mine plane, so now you feel like you don't want to be on the ground anymore, right? So instead, what you're going to do is you're going to take a mine plane, which you can get inside and won't do anything until you put the key in. Once you do that, you'll start going up. You can then fly around normally, but if you want to start descending, you have to take the key out. So you cannot just fly in a straight line. You have to, like, take the key in to go up, take it out, and you'll start descending. But besides that, it works kind of like everything else, just a normal, nice plane. The wings, what I think is kind of weird, they do actually flap. You can kind of see it right there. It just looks kind of funny overall. But if you don't like planes, or if you don't want to keep moving forward, then you can get a Mindcopter, which is essentially a helicopter. And it works the same way. You can even hear it, and I don't want to. But you can get inside. And you put the key up, you can go up, but you don't have to constantly feel like you have to move forward. You can kind of just stay there. The only issue is that if you look up or down, it kind of goes with you, so it looks a little weird if you do that. But I mean, they even focus on details like the propellers are spinning when you're in it. So it kind of works pretty much exactly like the plane. In my personal opinion, I like it better because it looks a little nicer and it rises and descends quicker. Just jump out of it, leave it there for now. Now, if you don't want to take the skies, instead you want to go underwater, let's remove this. If you want to remove any of these, just, hit it a few times and it will automatically disappear for you. But if you don't want to fly or drive, let's say you built an underwater city, but you can't use these cars for it. Take the Mine Marine, get inside it, put a key in. You can also store stuff in this one, and you can kind of drive underwater. It's a little broken with the aquatic update. If we go to third person, and you can see that it's quite fast, but you can drive underwater. So if you needed a car that you can take underwater because you built an underwater city, this can be great for you. However, I do not know if it does not you will still drown if you are inside this car. So make sure to still bring your water breathing potions or go into creative mode if you are going to use this car. You can also apparently jump. That's why it's very glitchy right now. I don't know why. Although not only it can drive on underwater, it can also drive on land like a normal car. So if you want to be able to drive around the city and then suddenly you want to go underwater, you don't have to switch cars or whatever in between. So that's a really nice convenience. Now let's say you don't want to drive on four wheels. You just want to have some action. Well, then you can get a red or a blue motorcycle. They both work the same, and they can have up to 2 people inside of them, which makes it even better. So if we take the red one, like, you can even jump on them a little bit. And just to show, the blue one does the same thing. They're decently fast. You can also store stuff inside there, which is pretty nice. What's that? Oh well. But either way, you can still have a nice motorcycle for if you want to make a dirt bike racing track or something. I don't know. But if you want to, then that's what you would want to use. Or if you just don't want to drive at all, you just want some fun, then why not get an RC car? Now, this also comes in a blue form that you can also get. In fact, they're right there. There's 2 variants of them. But the idea is that you take it, you get a battery. It lasts about 5 minutes from what I've read. And you basically take the controller, you throw it like a snowball or an ender pearl, throw it, and it should go. It's supposed to go about where you threw it, but it's always been really buggy for me. I don't know why. It just never Oh yeah, now it's working. You can see it goes somewhere near where you throw the remote. So if you throw it right there, it's going to come right close to you. So there you go. If you want to have your own little car that you can't really drive, then I guess you can do that. Now for the decorative pieces, which are all of the street signs, which they're really fun to play around with. Now these do replace the heads now instead of mobs, so that means you could put it on your head. I don't recommend you do that because it looks kind of weird. But you've got a street light, so this will be great for building a city. So it's a traffic light. This is a street light, which I believe it does produce light. I don't know why, but it's very glitchy if you look too high up at them. You can get traffic cones, so if you're making a construction site over here, let's say you have your own little construction site, or you have to fix a road, there's some holes, you can put these up saying like, hey, don't go in here. Or if you really don't want anybody going somewhere, you got a do not enter sign. But then if you're making a racetrack, you can have some racing flags, which are very nice and decorative. Or like it's as seen in the beginning of the video, you can also get a banner that you can place that kind of advertises, the add-on that we're using. So if you want to be like, hey, we're going to make a video about this like I did, then you can have something like that here showing what it is. Now, you may be wondering, it says info guide made by, and then this person that basically it's saying there's an info guide, which there is. So if you go into your pause menu, instead of a help section like right here, you can click it and it gives a deeper description of every single thing. Want to know what the train does? Well, it's right here. It shows literally everything you can do. Do you want to know who made it? It says so here. You want to know what this all does? Well, it kind of tells you a summary of it right here. Even tells you how to get items, such as the key in survival mode, or what they do. It shows how to use them. It shows everything you want to know about the game, or the add-on with the game, whatever it's called. So I hope you have enjoyed my very short video, I guess, about vehicles that you can add into Minecraft. One more question that you may ask is why it's called vanilla vehicles. I don't personally know, but I think it'll be called vanilla vehicles because these look like they could be added into the game. Now, this might not look like it, but if you took this car, for example, it looks like you took a minecart, put a window and a steering wheel in it, and a chest. It looks pretty realistic. It looks like not realistic for real life, but realistic for Minecraft standards. So if you took this and added it to Minecraft, it would look normal. So that's why it's called vanilla vehicles. And please, I hope you enjoyed this video. And also leave a like for more videos.